Hello everyone, my name's Alex and I'm a physiotherapist from PhysioFunction and I'm going to be taking this level 3 different strokes exercise class today. So level 3 classes are designed for individuals who have reasonably good movement in their affected leg but may have some restricted movement in their affected arm. The class is going to be a combination of sitting and standing exercises. Please be aware it is a requirement that you have someone there to supervise you with standing exercises for safety. It's also a requirement that you have something to hold on to. So that could be kitchen bench if you're in the kitchen, sturdy upright chair, table, something that you can just use to stabilize you when doing the standing exercises. So we're going to be starting with sitting for our warm-up. This is week 2 of our Gait series. So these are exercises designed to help you work on the technique of walking, your walking pattern. So last week we focused on swing. So that was where you were swinging your affected leg through to then put it on the floor to then continue walking. This week we're going to focus on stance. So this means this is the part of your walking cycle where you are standing on your affected leg. So if we think of walking cycle, so we talked about swing phase. So swing phase, if we're looking at my left leg, is from toe off, swinging through till your heel going down. So that's your swing phase. Stance phase is happening on the opposite leg. So if I'm stepping I've come here, I've popped my heel down, I'm then going into stance phase on this right leg as my left leg swings through. It's really important that we have good stability on our affected side so that we can stabilize and allow the other leg to swing through freely. So for this, we're going to be today working on strengthening around our hip muscles, around our knee muscles. We're going to be looking at keeping weight onto the affected side and getting used to holding nice, strong and stable on your affected side. So we're going to start with our warm-up, like I said, and then go into a circuit of exercises to focus on that stability. We are mainly focusing on affected side, but you can always do it for both if you want to. Anyway, I've babbled enough. I'll stop talking now. Okay, so if you come into or start in sitting in your chair, think about nice posture, nice and tall in your chair. Let's start marching. So moving our arms, moving our legs, holding hands together if you want to or need to. Alternatively, just trying to swing and move your arms as much as possible. The idea here is we're just going to get the body warm and get moving, prepared for exercise. Lovely, guys. Keep it going. Fantastic. Let's do some heel taps. Alternating. Lovely. Really picking up that knee, popping that heel down. Some arm swings in there if you want to as well. Moving at that waist. Lovely. And let's side step. Really nice. Alternating sides. Fantastic. Oops, sorry, I've just got to plug my phone, my computer charger in. I've just realised it wasn't switched on. I got a notification it might stop. Keep it going. So let's add some cross-body reaches here. So punching those arms. If it's a bit difficult to coordinate your arms and your legs, just move into arms. Again, you can hold your hands together in front, rotating at the waist. Really good. Let's go high. Lovely. So remember, you can hold your hands together, just going to the height that's comfortable for your shoulder, moving at a pace that's sustainable. So remembering that it's your pace, something that's just allowing you to keep moving at the moment. And let's go low, opposite knee. Again, remember, you could just do the upper body, or alternatively, just continue with the lower body if you want to. Oh, really nice. Good, everything a nice little shake out. Everything a wiggle. Oh. Okay, let's do some nice big shoulder rolls. So arm shoulder rolls backwards. Almost like a bit of a backstroke. Or 60s dance move, I guess. Lovely, guys. Backstroking those arms. Remember, on your affected side, just moving as much as possible. Good, and let's go forward. Really nice. Lovely. Good. Hands on your lap. Right arm, let's take it around to the side, follow with your head. Back to the middle. Left arm out to the side, follow with your head. Back to the middle. Now on your affected side, if you don't have that movement available to you, think about turning and looking over your shoulder, twisting from the waist, and just opening the arm as much as you can. If there's no movement, just lead from the shoulder and turn at the waist. Opening and back. Opening or turning and back. Lovely. Nice and tall here. Really nice posture. Do one more each side. Last one. Fantastic. Right leg straight in front of you. So from the side, this is what it would look like. Straight out in front here. So you stay forward on your chair. I'm just going to do this to demonstrate. We are doing that backward train motion. So hinge at your hips, down and back. Lovely. Getting a bit of a stretch to the back of that front leg, that straight leg. Chest is staying up, head is staying up. Just a gentle forward and backward cycling motion. Good, let's change legs. Left leg straight, right leg bent. Backward cycling motion. Good. Lovely, guys. Keep that back straight. Remember, hinging from those hips. Doesn't matter how far you go. If you've got particularly tight hamstrings, so the muscles at the back of your leg, you might be only doing a slight movement to feel the gentle stretch. And relax there. One more thing here, hands on your lap. Let's do some cat-cows. So we're growing nice and tall, shoulders are back, neck is long. And then we're rounding that upper back, drop that head, chin to chest. Grow nice and tall, shoulder blades slide back, length through your neck. Round that upper back, arms slide forwards, drop your head. Feel that stretch through your upper back. Pull those arms back again, neck nice and long. Good. Reach those arms forward, round that upper back, drop that head, chin to chest. Do one more here. Grow nice and tall, shoulder blades squeeze back, nice and long through your neck. Really good posture. And then round that upper back, reach those arms forward, option to drop your head. And then find that lovely upright posture. Okay. So we're going to come into our circuit. So this is going to predominantly be a circuit in standing because we are working on our walking pattern. I will, however, try and give you some options for seated options, just in case you need to have a break or need to take a sit in any of these exercises. So if you make your way to standing in your own time, we're going to start by doing some weight transfer. So you can have a hold onto the bench with both of your hands if you want to. We're working on balance here. So think about using as much support as you need, but not too much. So you're trying to find that amount where you've got the amount to keep yourself safe. It's a challenge for your balance, but you're not overly relying on your upper limb. Okay, so from the front, I'll show you. You're going to have your feet hip width apart. We're going to transfer your weight over your affected leg. Holding there, knee is strong but not locked back, and then come back to center. So we're just starting to work on that weight transfer firstly. Option is you can lift your other heel up. So that would look like this. So you're coming over and you're lifting that other heel up. If you feel stable and strong, we're going to hold for 5 to 10 seconds. You might want to do it so you've got the kitchen bench beside you. If you need to, for like a target, you could have it if you're in the corner of your kitchen with something in front, you could then have the bench on the side, or alternatively, you could hold onto your walking aid in front and work on bringing your hip to the bench. So we're going to go for 1 minute. Okay, standing next to your support, I'm going to stand here just so you can see me for demonstration purposes. Make sure you've got as much support as you need. Off we go, bringing our weight onto the affected side. Leg is strong, bottom muscles are squeezed, length through that side, and back to the center. Come over to your affected side, grow tall, squeeze bottom, keep that knee strong. Back to center. Again, option to lift your heel, weight over that affected leg, target if you have it, squeeze your bottom. Really think about going long and tall through that affected side. Option to lift your heel up on the opposite side, back to center. Weight transfer over that affected leg. Squeeze everything long and strong. Hold. And then back again. Lovely. And again, let's go over that affected side. Long and strong here. Really keeping nice and tall. Fantastic, guys. And back. Lovely. Okay. First exercise done. Second exercise we're going to do is a squat, but in split stance. So again, we're working on the muscles around your hip and your thigh on that affected side. So options here, if you're doing it in standing, you could always have your chair behind you for a target. We're going to stand with affected leg back and unaffected leg forward. Squatting down as if your bottom's going to the chair and then pushing up. Most of the weight, or as much of the weight as you can, going through that affected side. Okay, so that's option of doing it where you've got the bench in front of you doing a squat. Remember, if it's really difficult for you to be here, you could have your feet just half a step staggered. If that's really challenging still for you, have your feet in a normal squat, but really make sure your weight is equal through both legs. Other option, if you're wanting to take a seated option, is you can either do sit to stands. So again, affected leg back, unaffected leg forward, sit to stands in that split stance. Or you can just practice your bottom lift with that affected leg back, bottom lift, and forward. Just again, thinking about really pushing through that affected side. So just trying to get those muscles nice and active. Okay, so pick your option. I'm going to demonstrate the squat. So standing with affected leg back, unaffected leg forward, shifting most of your weight back to that affected leg. Squatting down, doesn't have to be low, and back up. Think about hips back, let your knees bend. But keep that head and chest up, back, and then power up through your bottom muscles and thighs. Down, power up through bottom muscles and thigh. Really using the muscles on this affected side to power yourself back up. So other leg is helping a little bit, but you just want to be feeling like your affected leg is really having to work. Okay, so squat down. So we're doing this in your own time. We're nearly there. And up. Good. Do one more. And up. Fantastic. Awesome. So, third exercise. We are going to be doing some toe taps forward. Now, you have an option here if you want to. You could use something in front to tap your foot on, so such as a cushion. Or, alternatively, you could just practice tapping your foot forward like I'm going to. So again, stand next to your support. You will need some space in front of you this time. So it might be that you stand with your support on your unaffected side, so you can have a hold on. Transfer your weight onto your affected side. We're going to tap your unaffected leg forward and back. So it's like the first exercise. We're bringing our weight over, but this time we're just moving that unaffected leg forward and back. Okay? So again, if you want to do a seated option, you could practice, again here, bringing your weight onto that unaffected side, pushing through the ground, tapping forward and back. Okay, weight over here, forward and back, if you wanted to do the seated option. Okay, off we go. Weight over unaffected side, weight over affected side, sorry. Tap forward and back with unaffected leg. Shift weight over affected side, grow long and strong. Knees strong but not locked back. Forward, back. Try and keep the step with your unaffected leg really nice and smooth. Hold your weight over that affected side, forward, back. Lovely. Over, squeeze strong, hold it there, when you tap forward, tap back. The idea is that we're trying not to let our weight, as soon as we lift this leg, shift back over this way. Keep it over your affected leg. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tongue-tied today. Over, forward, back. Really nice. Do one more here, weight over, forward, back. Fantastic. Lovely. Okay, final exercise with the circuit. Then we're going to do it one more time. So this is putting it all together. So we are going to start with our unaffected leg backwards, affected leg forward. We're bringing our weight onto our affected leg to step, unaffected leg forward, and then back. So we're just practicing the swing on the unaffected leg, but it's that weight transfer. So if I go here, just so you can see, we're going to bring our weight forward and over, affected leg, to swing and step your other leg through. Shift your weight back to your affected leg to step that leg back. So this is transferring the weight over to step through, back over to affected side to step back. So trying to really focus on that stability as we bring our weight onto affected leg. Okay? So it's probably as clear as mud how I was describing it today. Okay, start. Unaffected leg back, affected leg forward, holding your support. Bringing weight over your affected leg to swing your other leg through. Bring your weight back to your affected leg to step that leg back. You're trying to exaggerate that nice big step. Weight over your affected leg, smooth step through with your other leg. Weight back to your affected leg, smooth step back. Really focus on control here. Over, step through. So you want to really think about deliberately where your weight is going. So if you get your weight over your affected side, it's nice and strong, it should feel freer to step your other leg through. And back. If we have stability, that then gives us freedom of movement. Lovely. Do one more. Weight back to your affected leg. Step back. And return to center. Lovely. Okay. One more time. Going back to that weight transfer. So again, if you do need a little bit of a break, you could come into sitting and practice that weight transfer from side to side in sitting, okay? Or alternatively, if you're watching this on Catch Up, then if you need a little bit more rest, just press pause and have a bit more of a rest between the circuits, okay? So remember, you can have your support in front for this one. Bringing weight over affected leg, option to lift opposite heel up. Off we go. Weight over, lift heel, back down to center. Weight over, lift your heel if possible, hold, long and strong, and back. Weight over, hold, lift other heel, really hold strong here, and back. You should really be feeling the muscles around your hip and bottom working. Squeeze strong, and back. Good. Weight over, squeeze, hold there, and back. Fantastic. Let's go again. Weight over, squeeze strong, lift your heel. Really nice. And back. Good. One more here. Weight over, hold strong, squeeze your bottom, option to lift your other heel up, and then back to center. Fantastic. Going in again to that split squat. So remember, we've got affected leg back, unaffected leg forward, squatting, coming back up again. Okay, option to do your sit to stands, or if we're here, if we're doing a seated option, affected leg back, unaffected leg forward, with or without hands, lifting your bottom, and then back down, really focusing on pushing the ground away with that affected leg. So, pick your option. So remember, weight mostly, if you can, in your back leg, so in your affected leg. Squatting and coming up. Really thinking about feeling and using those bottom muscles, because they are really important, not only for stability, but for power as well. Push up. Lovely. Remember, it doesn't have to be a big squat. It could just be a little movement. It's wherever you feel you can get the most control and activity in your affected leg. And as you get stronger, you can go a bit deeper. Okay? But only ever going, I'd say the chair to be your target. You wouldn't want to go lower than a chair. Good. That's it. Let's do one more here. Fantastic. Good. Okay, toe tap. So again, shifting weight onto affected leg, tap forward and back. Affected leg, tap forward and back. Seated option. Again, bringing a little bit of more weight onto the affected side, tap forward and back. Think about really pushing that leg into the ground, forward and back. Okay? Right. Or if you're doing the weight transfer, if you want to, you could just practice alternating, tapping your feet forward. Okay? So, get yourself ready. Weight over affected leg, forward and back with your unaffected leg. Nice, light movement. Weight over, forward, back. Really nice. Weight over, forward and back. Lovely. Over, forward and back. Fantastic. Over affected leg, forward and back. Brilliant. Weight over, float forward and back. Well done. Weight over, forward and back. Good. Nice controlled movement. Lovely, guys. Do one more. Forward and back. Good. Fantastic. Okay, putting it all together. So back to that one where you're starting with your unaffected leg back, affected leg forward. Bringing our weight onto affected leg to step your other leg through. Back to your affected leg to step your other leg back again. So remember, have as much support as you need for this. You could use your walking aid or you could use a bench or table. You might want that on your unaffected side. But we're really thinking about bringing our weight onto that affected leg to step through, back onto that affected leg to step back. Try and make that unaffected leg feel nice and light, like you can float it through and back. Okay, last one. Off we go. Weight over affected leg, swing through. Back to affected leg, float that leg back. Weight over, squeeze your bottom and through. Okay, back and back. Really try and stay long and tall on that affected side. Okay, so come forward, think about squeezing your bottom to step through. Nice. Come back, bottom squeeze, step back. Good. Weight over affected, squeezing your bottom, growing tall to swing through. Really try and keep that head and chest up. Back, swing back. Good. Weight over affected leg. Squeeze your bottom, grow tall, step through. Weight back, step back. Last one, keep it nice and controlled. Weight over affected leg, swing through. Back to affected leg and step your feet back together. Well done. Awesome work, guys. So, if you wanted to keep practicing that, you could rewind and do another round. It would be really lovely to complement this exercise class this week with last week's, which focuses on swing phase. So if you're looking for another exercise to work on, or another class to work on this week, that would be a great one. And I definitely recommend trying to do at least another 2 classes. So if you are wanting to work on your walking pattern, if that's something that is within your goals, then I would say repeating these classes again this week would be a really good place to start. Okay, let's come into a stretch now. So well done. You should definitely be feeling the muscles around your hip and in your leg on that affected side. They worked really hard. So what we're going to do is stretch out those hip muscles. So if you can, I want you to cross your affected leg over your unaffected leg. Now, if you have had a hip replacement in that hip, I would not do this one, okay? You need to work within your limit. So crossing over here, or if you have the mobility, you could have your leg in this figure 4 position, okay? So whatever is working for you. That may be a stretch on its own, so you could just hold that there, or sit tall and just bend forward ever so slightly, keeping that chest up, and you should feel quite a deep stretch in your hip / bottom on that affected side. Hold that there. Lovely. Good. It's quite a nice one, really. Some people may call it nice, other people may not. I quite like it. And back, okay, uncross. Okay, we can do it on the other side as well. So we're bringing unaffected leg over. Again, option, you could cross your legs just wherever. You could even have your legs just crossed in front if you wanted to. So if you do struggle with your hip, just have them crossed in front like that and come forward. That may be a stretch in itself. Or legs crossed here or crossed here, and we are sitting tall and just hinging forward ever slightly, keeping that chest up to feel a stretch deep in that hip. Lovely. Good, guys. Nice big breath here. And then relax down. Good. Okay, we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So in the same position as our emu in the warm-up, we're going to have your right leg out, your left leg bent. Sit on the edge, towards the edge of your chair, but make sure you're safely on it. Hands on your bent knee, sit tall and then hinge forward until you feel a stretch down the back of that leg. Now, you could always have your leg rested out on a footrest and do it there if you wanted to. Nice and tall, nice big breath. Really good. And then come back. We're going to change. Left leg out straight, right leg bent, sit tall, hinge forward at the hip. Really nice. Good. Lovely, everyone. And come back. Good. Give everything a nice shake out, a wiggle, give yourselves a clap or a pat on the back. Absolutely well done. Thank you very much for joining me today for this different strokes exercise class. So as always, if you have any feedback or comments, please feel free to leave them below or send a message to the Different Strokes charity Facebook page. I really, really love doing these classes and I love any feedback. So if you've got any ideas or anything you'd like to see, please leave me a comment. If you've done the class and you've enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. And remember, there are loads more classes from previous weeks and last year even. So there's a massive, massive resource for you if you want to add some more exercise classes to your week. You can find them on the Different Strokes charity Facebook page, and you can also find them on Different Strokes UK YouTube. So thank you again for joining me. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you all next week. Take care. Bye.